Hey, what's going on, y'all? A couple of you guys hit me up and you wanted me to speak on this whole Chris Brown interview that he had with Jet Magazine. And actually, I wasn't aware of this until a couple of people hit me up and wanted my opinion on it. And Chris Brown, he's out here again. And sometimes, I just wish this brother would go sit down. He's very talented, but sometimes he just gets himself into things. But it says here, he says in the Jet Magazine interview, "This is something I've been dealing with for the past 5 years," he told Jet. "Anybody with a voice, Tupac, Michael Jackson, the notorious B.I.G, is formatted, except maybe for Jayz, who is accepted by white America because he shakes hands and kisses babies. No disrespect because I'm a fan, but nobody brings up the fact that he stabbed somebody and sold drugs. He gets a pass." So you heard it. Basically he's just saying how they pick and choose, or they cherry pick who they want to go after. But there's a couple of things that I think Chris Brown does not understand about the media and being famous. And this is why it's important to, when you get money or you get status, don't just go around buy jewelry and clothes and cars and shit like that. Pick up a book. Understand the type of situation you're in. Understand the type of world we live in. And he's still puzzled about why they go after him. And it's a couple of reasons why they go after Chris Brown, and they tend to keep throwing that Rihanna thing back in his face. And they do it. They do pick on Chris Brown. But there's a couple of things. First of all, when we talk about Jay-Z, yes, Jay-Z is accepted by white America. Yes, in my opinion, he does kiss a lot of ass. But you have to understand that from the hip-hop culture, shooting someone, stabbing someone, beating the shit out of somebody, or acting like the oversaturated masculine man, that's cool in the culture of hip hop. You actually get brownie points for saying you've killed somebody, or you went to jail, or you stabbed somebody. Look at Gucci Mane. Everybody says he's so thuggish and he's one of the realest rappers because he shot and killed somebody, which remind you was basically in self-defense and was an accident. But he's just the realest rapper because he killed somebody. But in hip-hop, those things are glorified. But when we look at somebody like Chris Brown, R&B singer, good-looking guy, a lot of females like him, white, black, Hispanic, so on and so on. And then you turn around and you beat the shit out of, somebody like Rihanna, who, again, is accepted by white America, too. Then you add on the fact that you're a young black male. Then you add on the fact that you were able to keep a career going after that situation. Then you add on the fact that you have a lot of people who are empowered, that little daughters, getting horny and hot and wet for you. You add all that on. Then you add on the fact that Chris Brown's an asshole at times. Sometimes he doesn't know how to conduct himself. We can recall back when he threw a chair out of the window, I believe in Times Square. When he did the Halloween thing and was dressing up like terrorists. The Rihanna incident, of course. Just several things that he done that was out of pocket. When we put all that together, that's why they continue to go after Chris Brown. And they do pick on this brother because you have a lot of people out here who do foul stuff, and they're able to go along with their life and nobody brings it up. You look at somebody like Lindsay Lohan, that said racist shit, have damn near killed people from her horrible driving skills. I mean, so many white celebrities that have been in trouble that don't get ridiculed the way that Chris Brown does. But a lot of this goes back to the fact that he sustained himself as far as his career. What they want Chris Brown is they want him to have a mental breakdown. They want him to, start crying and just feel bad about himself and, just stop making music, which he's mentioned recently in the media. or have his money taken away, be dead broke. When they see all that and they see Chris Brown at his pitfall, that's when they'll leave him alone. And you got little Captain Save a whole people like, Jayz. I remember when all that whole Rihanna and Chris Brown incident popped off, you had Jayz talking about, oh, yeah, he better not come around here, I'll kick his ass, Rihanna, that's my girl. You had him talking that bullshit. A grown-ass man dipping into a young boy situation like that. A situation that he had no issue with. He wasn't involved with. So, we just have people who do pick and choose who they want to go after, and a lot of this boils down to success and your race. And, my advice to Chris Brown is that, first of all, continue doing what you're doing. Continue dancing, doing your little Bojangle dances and being successful. That's what you're here to do. God bless you with a talent to be able to perform, be able to sing, and put on a show. Use that. But at the same time, I think Chris Brown also needs to watch what he says and what he does. Because I think a lot of that plays into why people continue to go after him. They have a reason to go after him. And it's justified because of a lot of things that he says and he does. We look at O.J. Simpson, got off for murder. I'm not even going to get into whether he did or not. But, was acquitted for murder. And we saw how he would continue to keep doing ignorant things over and over again. Sometimes I would say, OJ, go sit the hell down. But what did OJ do? Make dumbass books called If I Would Have Done It. Went into a raggedy ass pawn shop and tried to get back something that he really didn't need. So it's like a lot of these people just continue to feed into the media bullshit. This is the price of fame. When you become a celebrity and you become someone that's in the public eye, everything you do is looked at. It's broadcast all over the world. That's the price of fame. It's not all glitz and glamour and everything. That's why, with me, there's things on TV that I was a big part of and everything, but I don't get on TV because I enjoy my privacy. I enjoy going out and being able to go to the store and have a regular life without people bugging the shit out of me or knowing so-called my name. This is what happens, and it's with everything. There's good and bad way. You take the good with the bad, but he made a mistake as a young man. This was like he said, 5 years ago, and they still holding this over his head. And like I said, it's because they want to see him fall. They don't feel like he's suffering enough. That's what it all boils down to. When a black man does something in this country, they want you to pay the third degree. White person do something, smack on the hand, don't do it anymore, Timmy. Javon do something, they locking your ass up. And it's the same thing, whether you in the corporate world, you in the entertainment business, or you working at Burger King, you will be ridiculed harder than other people. And I don't think he just fully understand, the type of game he's playing right now. But, basically that's my opinion on it. I just think that he needs to watch what he does, and I think the media needs to let this dude live his life. Stop bringing up shit that happened 5 years ago. People out here act like they never made a mistake. I don't condone beating up women or nothing like that. I think it's wrong. I think as a man, part of you being a man is, when you feel like you're going to smack the hell out of a chick or whatever, remove yourself. Go take a walk. Go to the gym. Go hit the bag. There's things you can do to release your frustration. If a chick, and I always say that if a chick is getting to the point where you feel like you're going to smack the shit out of her, you don't need to be with her. Because that's a woman that is a negative seed around you, and vice versa. You got a guy around you and you scared he gonna knock you upside your head with a goddamn flower plant or something like that, or smack you just because you have a different opinion from him, you don't need to be with him. So just they need to lay off of this brother. Let the brother live. Let him do his music. Let him do him. You can't get mad because these little white girls out here want to have sex with him, and you know he's making all this money. He's still able to go out here and perform and tour and come out with albums after all the bullshit the media threw at him. And at the same time, Chris Brown has to grow up. He has to understand that you cannot say and do everything when you are in the public eye. The same stuff you do when you just a regular Joe, you cannot do when you're in the public eye. You have to be more cautious. And you know, I'm sure Chris Brown has a publicist, and apparently they're not doing their job, or maybe Chris Brown just don't want to listen to anybody, because you know their job is to make sure this guy stays on the right track and things like this don't happen, and you don't have the media ridiculing you for every single thing you do. You know, if you take a shit the wrong way, you got TMZ crumbling. Oh, look what he did. Look, he's doing that now. We're gonna relate this back to Rihanna. So, you know, I just think everybody just need to, you know, let that shit go. It's done and over with. You know, Rihanna's not 100% innocent in this too. You know, let me not remind everybody, you know, that she cracked her brother upside the head with a bottle. So she has a history of being hot-tempered, and probably when she don't get her way or something upsets her, she acts in a violent way. And, you know, hey, shit cracked me in the bottle, you know, with a bottle in my head, I'm knocking you the fuck out because I have every right to. You know, that's why I didn't get mad. You know, I'm sure you guys remember when that brother, I think it was last year, it might have been early this year, when he uppercut that sister on the bus because she deserved it. You go over there, you hit that man, you spit on him, and he Ryu'd your ass. And she deserved every bit of it. But they need to leave this brother alone. That's my opinion. I think we need to let that shit go and let him just do him. But I'm out, y'all. You guys give me your feedback. Peace.